Oh, I think we can do better than that. Yeah. Yeah, we can. Good evening, friends! Good evening! That's more like it. Good evening and welcome to Littleport Christian Spiritualists. This fine, fettled Thursday evening. Sorry if the lights are a little bit dim in here, but you don't want to get hypnotised by the strip light on the side. But welcome, one and all, to this wonderful Thursday evening of spirituality, upliftment, love, laughter, and friendship, as we join together to witness the proof and truth that life is eternal. And of course, to do that, we need a medium. Da, da, da. And tonight, our medium is, of course, our very own, the very lovely, and the very wonderful Lynda Rose! So do, of course, send your love and upliftment and healing thoughts to her throughout the evening. Now, it is so good to see some familiar faces, some new faces, some familiar new faces, some very old faces from my past, of a familiar nature. Old as in historical, not old as in ancient. You're not that much older than me, love. Even though something is going to be mentioned later on, but I won't talk about it before the mediumship. Oh, I got that. That's a Sal Brown look. But of course, welcome. And of course, we got Bobby back. Hey! Yeah, Bobby's back. And you haven't even got a Scottish accent. I'm a little bit disappointed. You know. But there you go. It's good to have. Yeah, well, yes, we've got a very international feel in the room, as well, of course, as everybody who is joining online. Good evening to you all. If you are live, you are welcome. If you are not live, but in fact watching historically, you're welcome too. Let's see who we've got. We've got Sandra, we've got Minty May, we've got Alan, hello Alan, we've got Trace, hello to you, and everybody else. I know Dorothy's up there, and Michelle is there as well, but I've scrolled past you on the list. But I did share your picture, so we got that at least. But good evening and welcome to one and all. And of course, it's a spiritual service. So let's begin by opening this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as friends, to unite under your banner of love, of hope, of friendship, to witness that proof that life is indeed eternal. At this time, we ask that the veil be lifted and that those that we love and thought we had lost might come forward and show themselves to be ever present and ever ready to be of assistance in this life as well as the next life. And so as we place this service in your care and keeping, we make the statement as ever that everything we do really is in love, truth, and light. Amen. Well, friends, of course, Alan is watching, but he is, of course, a bit busy this week. So please continue to send your healing thoughts to him. And instead, I have a reading to read, of course. So there's no experiment. And a reminder, of course, that Alan has said he won't be reading next week. So if anyone would like to, come and have a word, have a go. That reminds me, I want to talk to you after the service. Welcome back. It's all good. You might enjoy it. Not a lot. But of course, tonight, there is no philosophy experiment because I already know the reading. But that's the important point about this way of life. It's about honesty. It's about truth. It's about upliftment and laughter and love. And there are many different parts to our way of life regarding the philosophy. And I could stand here, literally, I have done in the past, stand here and talk for hours and hours about the philosophy. But without that triumvirate of spiritualism. none of it makes sense. Because mediumship, healing, and philosophy are the three cornerstones of this way of life. Without healing, without mediumship, and without the philosophy of it, we are lost as a way of life. Together, they are stronger, as are we. Mediumship provides a bit of philosophy from spirit. It also provides healing comfort. Healing is a form of mediumship and represents the philosophy that love and compassion is this way of life. And of course, the philosophy does a little bit of the science bit. You've got a bit of Phil Nye, the science guy, but with a dog collar on, telling us about how it all works. But we all get to choose which emphasis we have. Some are more interested in the healing side. Some are more interested in the mediumship side. Some are more interested in the philosophy, and some are generalists. And some are completely off the wall and want to know everything about everything else and make use of it in order to increase their understanding of the other three. And there's nothing wrong with that. Hello. Because the openness of this way of life to have different views and different opinions is corner to what we do. This way of life is about being yourself, but it's also about learning to protect yourself. It's about learning to grow whilst ensuring you are able to help people. Because if you can't help yourself, you ain't going to help nobody. So the importance of this way of life is indeed truly about being a bit of a generalist and trying to grab as much as you can from each of it. The proof of life eternal for mediumship. Healing for comfort and upliftment and support. And the philosophy to guide you through moments of fire and shadow. But we choose our path. There is, of course, waypoints in our life where we are supposed to learn something and do something and achieve something. But they are waypoints. Some would call them destiny. I would refer to my old career and call them annual appraisals, because my other half's doing his at the moment as well. Every so often you have to sit down and look at yourself and say, what do I want to achieve next? Where do I want to go? And sometimes you'll take a different direction. And sometimes you'll carry on with fervour and courage because you know that what you need to do is carry on. And that's what Spirit are there to help us with. Why do I say all of this, of course? Because I asked Spirit to choose a reading for me by the use of technology. And it's something we can all do. Throughout history, ways of life, spiritual ways of life, traditions, have used Spirit to give us guidance. In the past, in ancient times, we would get a big old chunk of sacred texts and they would open it randomly and point, and whatever passage was pointed out was the reading. Spiritualism took it a bit of a step further and started using other books, and we used poetry. And then we started turning on the radio and getting music. Now that really does work. But we've got something now which is interesting, and it has an instant access to an even larger wealth of knowledge. It's called, Hey Google! No beeps, I was wondering. But of course, if you Google, give me something spiritual, a poem, it will come up with lists and lists and lists. And I just picked the first one. So tonight's reading is this. Hang on. It's an age thing. 'Tis the Set of the Sail by Ella Wheeler Wilcox. It is, of course, copyrighted, and Alan would expect me to say I stole it. But to every mind there openeth a way and way and a way. A high soul climbs the highway, and the low soul gropes the low. And in between on the misty flats, the rest drift to and fro. But to every man there openeth a highway and a low, and every mind decideth the way his soul shall go. One ship sails east and another west, by the self-same winds that blow. 'Tis the set of the sails and not the gales that tells the way to go. Like the winds of the sea are the waves of time as we journey along through life. 'Tis the set of the soul that determines the goal, and not the calm or the strong. In other words, my friends, you choose your destiny. And as someone said to me very kindly 6 days ago, spirit do not test you, life does. But you set your sails. The wind blows, but you can still steer the direction you choose. So choose well, choose wisely, and enjoy the ride, my friends. God bless you all, and thank you for listening. And we've now caught up. That worked out rather well. So now is the time in our evening, my friends, when we are going to offer healing to anyone who wants it. So would all of those who wish to provide healing, please stand up, move to the back of the hall so you can see the hands that raise, so that when they get risen, you can come and stick your hands on someone. And I will now hand over the rest of the healing part to the one and only Tony. Absolutely.
Thank you. Oh, good. For those of you who would like some healing, just raise your hands. Okay, healers, you know where to go when you're ready. Yeah, okay. Good. Just a few words, and then you can make a start. As normal, I have a few things to say. One, please, if you would just think of a guy by the name of Cliff during this passage. He's not at all well. He's suffering a serious cancer, and we're hoping he's going to get better. So if you could just think of him, I would appreciate it. Where groups of like-minded people such as us are formed, they will grow. And as they grow, love, compassion, and the gift of healing will also grow. Where one gives healing, healing is also present. And where many gather to give and receive, the healing of that healing is multiplied exponentially. So, Great Spirit, we ask for all of those that are sick and suffering and in need of comfort and your help. Please send it to us now. Thank you. yourselves back. And thank all of you who asked. It's the most important step.
And as ever, I absolutely second that. Thank you, of course, to our healers, and thank you to everyone who does indeed ask. It's the first step. And, of course, everyone online who was asking for healing tonight as well. And the joy of being online, of course, is that it's recorded for all posterity and can become a focal point of energy and healing. And those names that were shared online will, of course, receive healing in the same light, literally, as was given tonight, but can continue to do so and can be added to every time someone watches and joins in. And I think that's a beautiful thing. So thank you to Tony and thank you to our healers. Just a couple of notices before we move on to the main event. Of course, Sunday we have the workshop. It is from 11 until 4 and it's £15. It does include lunch, and guess what? There's only 2 left of the current course, because the new set starts after that, because we will continue, but they're not named yet. I'm waiting to be told, but I'm told soon, Dr. Beckett soon, but not yet. Anyone who watches Quantum Leap will remember that one. Anyone who doesn't will think, what on earth am I on about? But of course, so if you are interested, do please let us know, at least 24 hours before, because we have to buy food and want to make sure everyone's well fed over lunch. And of course, the following week, there will be the drum healing circle. It is not in the hall this month. It will be at Eileen. So if anyone would like to know anything about it, please speak to Eunice. She'll give you directions and instructions. And next week's medium is John Ennis, another dear friend of the church coming back. However, Lynda and myself won't be here. No, because I'm actually going for my annual visit to serve Lynda's church down in Colchester. So I know you are going to have a wonderful evening with John. He is an amazing man and a wonderful friend of this church, and it's a shame that I won't see him, but I'll be doing my bit for spirit. If you are in the Colchester area, Dawn, we'll be there. But of course, now is the time in our service when we hand over, not just, of course, to our lovely medium and her guides, but of course, the world of spirit, your friends, your loved ones, those that wish to be remembered and reminded of, those that wish to kick and cajole and encourage. But of course, in order to do that, we need to raise the vibrations and have a whale of a time, have a bit of a giggle, because I know spirit do like laughter, and I know you do too. Should Lynda come to you, please answer in a clear voice, yes, no, or don't know. Send her your healing love and thoughts throughout. And of course, it would be remiss of me not to say, especially for those that have never been before, should the curtains start twitching and the chairs start spinning and floating, you can follow me. I'll be the first one out the door. Don't worry, it don't happen. But just in case, I know where the exits are, which are here and here. That's both of my gags done for the next 20 years. So now, my friends, please, raise the roof, the rafter, and give a wonderful Littleport welcome to our very own and our good friend, Lynda with a Y Rose. I had to get it in once.
I know. I might be taking that off. So, okay. Hello, everybody.
Good evening.
Oh my gosh. Hello, everybody. That's better. Gosh. Okay. Well, a lot of you see me work, so sometimes it changes, sometimes it don't. If it changes, it's a surprise to me as well. So I've asked for a lot of laughter and a lot of fun tonight, all right? Because I think that's what we need at the moment. Got a beautiful day of the sun tomorrow as well, so that's going to be lovely. I know I'm connecting with you. I've sat there and somebody's been nagging me the whole time I've sat there. It is a lady that's joining you here. Okay, this lady, I want to. She's probably. I feel it's a family member for one thing because of the facial positioning of everything. Sorry, I just have to work with my guides, so they're the words he's using. Okay, and I do feel that this lady draws close to you. I know that with this lady that she's. I feel I'm a little bit rounded with her. I'm not slim with her. I know that also when she passed to spirit, she was really pleased to be going to spirit. She's had enough. Understand? I also feel with this lady that she's. I want to say. She's juggling. She's juggling stuff. Oh, come on, settle down. She's really in my tummy at the moment, so I know that she would have been all right. Thank you. So she would have when she was on the earth plane, she would have been somebody who said it how it was. No, she wouldn't have been quiet. She'd have been very upfront with her. She'd been quite vocal. She tells me, and I know that she tells me that. In her lifetime, she would have had to sort people's business out because she's showing me rolling up their sleeves and she's getting in there to sort things out. All right. Can you take this lady that I have here? Yep. Okay. I know she's a family member because she's showing me that. I know she's showing me with darker hair, not your colour hair, but she's darker, so she's taken me back to younger days. And I know it's sort of like a bob type hair, her bob, showing me like a bob type, that her hair. That's what she's showing me. Okay, I now have to go to her throat, so I'm not sure whether that was to do with the passing, but I know that with her throat that there was something not quite right with her throat. If it wasn't that, then she wanted to say, she had a lot to say and couldn't say it. All right, you understand? Yeah. Okay, I know that they're secrets. She's saying, I know that they're secrets. You understand that? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. She comes through me and I pass it on. But it's not for everybody because they are secrets, okay? But I know that they're secrets. And I also know with this lady that she could be, I know that she would put in her foot in it a lot of the time. But there were times when she could keep her mouth shut, she's telling me. All right? That's what she's telling me. I'm only giving you her view of herself. All right, it might not be your view, but it's her view. All right, so she's saying I could be a little bit careful when I needed to be. All right, but it's not. I wasn't everybody's cup of tea. She's saying I was not everybody's cup of tea. Okay, I know she makes me feel that she would have been not so upright in her older days as well. She'd been slightly over because her back is a little bit arched here as well. She's making me arch. Okay, and also I'm seeing now she's showing me her feet that are swelling as well and her ankles, all right. So I know you can take this lady because I can see the smiles on your face there. I don't know if you want this lady through, but I know that she's here for you because she's saying to you, there's something going on around you at the moment that you need to be pulling your sleeves up and getting in and sorting out. And she says, I don't know why you're not doing it because normally you are a little bit off the old, what's that word? Chip off the block. Oh, block, yeah. That's what she's saying. But she says you're not as, the word she's using is you're not as bad as what she was. All right, you're the one, you are also somebody who can rein in. I don't know if she had problems with her words before she passed, but because I know that my words are not really coming out how it should do with her, all right? And I do ask them to become, for me to become them. So you'll see some expressions and words coming through as well. But I know that she's here. Okay, what do you mean by that? Right, you've heard the expression of the glass is not always full. You've heard that expression. Can you put that with somebody around you, please? That the glass is not always full, and there needs to be a lot of healing there. Okay, and it may be that people don't feel that they want to send the healing, but there needs to be a lot of healing with that person. All right. But I just know, and I feel I've got to go to May as well, so I'm not sure whether that's a birthday, anniversary. I'm just going to ask her. Wait a minute, I'll ask her. What is that? Show me a birthday cake, so I know it's be birthday. I've got to go May for a birthday. All right, just hang on to it. She's going. She's asking you. But so I know that she's also here to bring upliftment to the family. You understand? She's not telling me why. It's none of my business. But she's. Oh, it is none of my business. She's. It is none of my business. But she's come to bring healing to the family. All right. So I do feel also, well, she don't want to go because she wants to put her 10 pennyworth in here, but she's saying, see, people should have done it my way. Does that make sense? Okay, all right. Yeah. And do you know what, they were actually, last time I worked, it was only the other day, they gave me songs, and I got to give you My Way. Is that Max by Grace, My Way? I did it my way. Sinatra. Okay, I did it my way. So she's bringing that in for you as well. And so I haven't got a clue about songs, but they keep giving them to me. I shall be walking out the door if they ask me to sing them. Okay, so I did it my way. I'll leave you to think on that one because you all know where to put it. All right. God bless you and thank you for working with us. Thank you. Eunice, can I come to you, please? Yeah? Okay. It's all right if I work with you. Yeah? Okay. Don't know who I've got yet, but I know I need to come to you. Have you been getting headaches? Yeah, okay. Take it away, please. Talking about a lot going on in your head. I don't know who it is who's coming, drawing close. I do feel I've got male energy here. Okay, I've got a tall man. I want to go, he's slightly under 6 foot here, this gentleman. I do feel I'm a family member, but I'm further out along the line. So I don't know if I'm on an uncle link with him, all right? I just feel with this gentleman, I would stand my ground as well, and I'd be very upright and very to the point when I needed to be. I think yours and we should get together. I just know that with this gentleman that he's tapping his fingers, so I know, or tapping something. So I'm feeling with the tapping, it's impatience with you. You understand? Yeah. Okay. And can you take this gentleman? Because I feel I've got a family resemblance going on here. Okay. I know I've got to go to the throat here as well with him. So I know I need to clear my throat, and I know that this is either you need to clear your throat to say something in the correct way to somebody, and it's got to be in the correct way. All right? And he's laughing. He's got a beautiful smile on his face and he's laughing. I would look up to him, so I know that he would be a man. I don't want to say a man of the cloth, even though I'd like to say that. I want to say this gentleman is standing strong, and he would be somebody that you looked up to when he was on the earth plane. But he wouldn't stand for any nonsense also. All right. He's always, I don't know if this is, you don't have to answer this. I'm just going to give it to you. He's going to either his tummy, your tummy, or somebody around you. Okay. That's what he's drawing me to. But he's also drawing stuff out of it. So I'm not sure. So I don't think it's his tummy, but somebody, I've got to draw stuff out of somebody's tummy. All right. And I have to leave it there, just as it is. All right. Okay. Okay, what's that? I'm being shown a clock. I don't know if this clock is at yours, but it stopped. Can you understand that? I've got a clock that stopped. Time that stopped. Okay, all right, that's lovely. All right, you can take that. So that's here. Good. And I did say the other day, give me a thumb. Somebody was under the thumb. Can you understand that? Somebody's under the thumb.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a very strange one, but I had it the other day and I couldn't work out what it was. But it worked out that somebody was under the thumb. So I've just got to give you that. All right. But you're going to have a realization of it. There's going to be a realization of it. Okay. Anything else, my lovely? Giving you a bunch of flowers, big bunch of flowers. So I don't know if it's your birthday coming up, but I want to give you a big bunch of flowers, okay? Well, you can have flowers for anything, can't you? But there's a big bunch of flowers for you, okay? Okay. So these bunch of flowers are to put on somebody's grave. All right, so there must be an anniversary of a passing. If that makes sense to you. Okay, anything else, my lovely? I feel like that's all I've got for you. But there is a lot of love coming from this gentleman. And he says, keep your shoulders back. So it must have been the stickler for keeping upright. He's saying, keep your shoulders back, head high. All right. You're welcome. Thank you for working with us. Thank you. Whereabouts? I can't see no lights on over this side. Okay. Can I come to the lady next to Esther, please? May I work with you, lovey? Yeah, can I work with you? Okay. So I do have a gentleman here for yourself, and he stands tall. He's almost 6 foot, I want to say. He's quite a tall gentleman. I know that but he also shows me he would have lost some height in his as he matured. He's talking about. I know I've got an upright man as well. I know I've got an upright standing man. I know I've got a family member as well, because the features and the hair he's talking about. Okay, and I know with this gentleman that I have a kind gentleman here as well. He makes me feel he was very kind when he was on the earth plane. He talks about babies, so I feel he must have babies over the other side. You understand? These would be babies that gone to spirit, family babies gone to spirit. Okay, I know you're saying no, but I can see them, so I know that I'm not trying to bully you, but I know that they are there. All right, because he's showing me babies in spirit. Okay. And they're in arms, so and they'll be your family babies, okay? But I know what he's saying is he is looking after them. Can you understand a sister on the earth plane, please? Your sister? No. Is it a sister-in-law then, please? Yeah, okay. I feel that's where the babies are. Okay. Excuse me, I just need to drink here. He's making me laugh because he's talking about your head being a bit in the fog at the moment. Understands? And he's saying that everything comes in its own time. All right, so it's about patience and waiting. I do feel it's making me feel that you used to do a lot, and no, you don't. You don't do as much. And what he's saying is everything's in its own time. Okay, so because I feel it's making me feel that you actually do beat yourself up about not doing what you feel that you want to be doing. And he's saying stop doing that, because what you're doing, you're just hurting yourself. And it's a bit like self-harming. And he's saying, please just go with the flow of things, because he talks about you being stubborn and digging your heels in. And he said, you don't have to be like that anymore. He said, you may have had to be like that in the past to get you through things, but you don't have to be like that now. And what he's saying is, come on, open your heart. There's a lot of love in there to give out. All right. And there is a baby in spirit. It'd be a miscarriage or a termination. There is one, because I'm being shown it again. All right. But what's being said is that just open your heart and everything comes in the right time. Just keep calm about things. All right. Okay, and he's actually bringing that calmness in here for you. So I don't know if you're feeling it, because it's been channeled to you. Okay, and this gentleman is actually working on your back chakra, your heart chakra. All right. So he's trying to, and the back chakra is your will center. So it's like it's your determination. He says you don't have to have that determination anymore. Just chill. Just chill. Just chill. All right. Lots of love coming from this gentleman, and he will continue the healing through the night for you as well. All right. God bless you, and thank you for working with us. Thank you. Right, where am I? I do think I'm with you, Barbara. It's all right for work with you, lovey? Yes. Okay. Can you understand? I've got this there's things going on around you that needs to be sorted out, but it's you trying to sort things out and nobody else is putting their input in. Can you understand that? Oh gosh. You're going to be. That's why I didn't know where I was going. I wasn't quite sure. Okay, so this is you. Are you the one that's not putting the input in? Is it him that's not putting the input in? Yeah, it is. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're going to have a family row here. Okay, all right. I have a lady here for you. All right. She's not a very big lady, I want to say, but I know that she could be quite feisty when she needed to be. All right, and this is why she's come in to say to you, just get things sorted, but make sure you share the loads. Share the loads. I do feel I've got a family member here. There's something resemblance. She's going to be shorter than you. I'm sure she's shorter than you. I feel sure she's shorter than yourself. Okay, and probably a little bit big out on the hips here. All right, and she's got a sense of humour. Okay, she's shown. Well, I'll tell you what. You know that smile. Going back years, where on the telly there was that smile with a little. What is it called? Little. What? No. You're making it up as you go along here. He's doing his own reading. No, what's it? The toothpaste. Big smile. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's bringing that in. Yeah, she's bringing that in. So all I can say is I'm going to interpret what she's saying here is this is you. Big smile, but that's not what's going on underneath. All right. Okay, not going to let your secrets out, as you know. But I don't know if it's her sense of humour, but that's what she's bringing in. All right. Okay, but I know that she could be a toughie when she was on the earth plane. All right. She's a toughie. She's okay. She's bringing me rock cakes in for you. Rock cakes. Yes. Yeah. Was she a good cook? Okay. But she's bringing rock cakes in. So maybe she's saying, no, that's not nice. Okay. Her sense of humour, it's not coming from me, that you're being an old rock. Okay. Not from me, from her. Okay. But she's just, she's coming to bring some upliftment for you as well, because you've got 10 to a dozen going on in your head at the moment, okay? But she's saying, just share your loads, all right? Now, I know that you have a stick, and I know you've had problems, but she is saying about you nearly falling over, you understand? Yeah, okay. And she says you have to walk near a wall, so you have to, so that you don't go over, all right? And what she's saying is they're trying to bring in a lot of love from the spirit realms for you. Can you understand about your inner ear, please? All right, because talking about that, she's talking about balance and inner ears. She's talking about, and I don't know if she had a sense of humour on the earth plane, but she's certainly got one now, because she's talking about you would have your ears shringed, but she's saying it's best if you don't, because of, oh gosh, I can't use that word, because of the rubbish that's being talked about around you. Does that make sense? No, but that's what she's saying. So it's best that you don't have them syringed, because you don't want to listen to what's going on around, okay? So I feel that's her way of saying to you, it's best not to really worry about what's going on around you, all right? Okay. You having problems with your toes, please? It's him. Okay. I don't feel this lady would have known him when she was sorry, we're calling you him, but that's what she said. She didn't know him. Yes, all right. Oh, is it? she didn't know him, and but she's actually saying he's all right, really. He's all right, really. Okay. Yeah. But she says sometimes you have to kick the butt into gear. That's what she's saying. All right. Sorry, talking about you, but this lady's coming through for you. She talks about the heart chakra as well. You understand that your heart chakra has been opened recently. You understand that, and she's talking about just stop looking behind and keep going forward now. All right, because you have to leave bits behind. All right, and she's saying lots of love, and that's it. And she's gone. She said what she's got to say. She's gone. All right, thank you for working with us. Thank you. Right. You're looking very serious, Mandy.
Yeah.
Mark, can I come to you, please? Thank you. It's all right, I'll work with you, I have a gentleman I don't know if he comes in on a father figure, father vibration. I know my words are not coming out properly, so I don't know if there was problems with his speech before he passed, but I know that my words are not coming out as well as what I'd like them to. Okay. Also, I do feel that he wouldn't have said, he didn't get a chance to say what he wanted to say before he passed, you know, and about expressing his love to you. Do you understand that? Okay. And he's coming in with a lot of love now, all right, because I'm really feeling it. And I know you must feel him around you also. There is a family resemblance there, so I know he's your father. I also, I don't know he's your father, but that's just come out of my mouth. All right? But I just know that I would say that he was just a little bit taller than yourself. You understand? Yeah. And I feel he was broader than yourself as well. You understand that? Yeah. Okay. And then I know I'm feeling with this gentleman that's here for you, and I know I've got a lot of love coming for you. But I feel that he never knew how to express himself when he was on the earth plane. You understand? Oh, I see. All right. But I know. Well, this is what he's saying. He couldn't express. He could never express. And okay, sorry, thank you. And I've got a lot of tears with him. You understand? I've got a lot of tears with him, and I feel that yeah. Okay, my lovely. Just calm down, please. Okay. All I can say is he's making me feel that there's a lot he would have said to you. Okay, there's a lot he would have said, and he couldn't express himself for whatever reason. Okay, can you understand the heart with him, please? All right, so he's talking about his heart. Okay. Now, with yourself, I know a little bit about you, but I'm walking here, so I know he's making me feel that you're not quite sure what avenues to go down at the moment. You understand that?
Yes.
And he's saying, just be patient because it will all be revealed. He's saying at the moment you're not seeing all the picture, and what he's saying, just carry on as you are, because you're a lovely soul. And he talks about others hurting you, but he's talking about also it's making you stronger now. Okay, but he's also saying you just have patience now and enjoy the journey, because where you are now, you can enjoy that journey. All right, but he's saying if you rush things, you're going to miss so much. All right, so just wait and see where you get guided, and you will be guided. Once you're guided, you will know what's right for you. I feel that you already have that gut feeling anyway, but you can't push it. It will all evolve in its own time. All right, and the reason being is because everything's not everything's in place yet. All right, lots of love coming from this gentleman for yourself. All right, and I'll tell you what he's doing. He's giving you a kiss on your head. All right, God bless you. Can I come to the lady at the back there with the green, please? Is it all right for work with you, lovey? Thank you. Okay, am I linking with you? You understand that something's evolving around you at the moment. Does that make sense? Okay, right, lovely. Okay, now who's given me the information, please? Stand forward, stand with me. Thank you. Didn't really want that. Okay, still don't know, male or female. I've got a gentleman here for you. Okay. Oh, it's giving me indigestion from my tummy. Real indigestion. So I'm going to give you that because I don't want it. Not taking that home. Right, this gentleman, he's not coming forward as quickly as what I'd like to. So I know if he was on the earth, when he was on the earth plane, he'd have been a lot slower gentleman. Right, he wasn't, it's not like the gentleman that we've had coming through where like they've been there wanting to sort things out. I've got somebody who would mull things over in his mind before he made up his decisions and made up his mind. Now, I'm not sure if he's a family member, okay? I feel we're more on a friend link than a family member, okay? And I'm just feeling with this gentleman that he's... So I can't give you a description until he shows me. Oh, lovely. Okay, I think I've just got to give you the message here, and that says you've got to like him, you have to start thinking about something to sort things out. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, because he's saying that that like the gentleman in front of you, you haven't got all the tools yet. Okay, so he's saying just you think about things, yeah. He said, but nothing's going to be happening yet. Okay, but thinking about it is good, but don't try and make things happen or fit. Does that make sense to you? Yeah, because he's saying because you're going to try and put a round block in a square, and that isn't going to work. He says, so just wait until you'll know the right time. I know I've got a spiritual lady in front of me. I know you're a spiritual lady, and I know that you get really good gut feelings, is what this gentleman's telling me. And he's saying, and watch your back. Watch your back, okay? And I don't know if that's in pain in the back or somebody's being a pain in the back. You understand? But what he's saying is, yeah, just watch your back. He's also given you a chessboard. He's shown me a chessboard. And when they show me a chessboard, I know nothing about chess at all. But the only thing I do know is things get moved. And you have to be 6 steps ahead. And this is what he's saying. Eventually, you are going to have to be 6 steps ahead. All right. So I'm sorry it's a bit cryptic, but sometimes that's how they work with me. But as long as you've worked it out, and that's fine. Okay. Wait a minute. Sorry. Right, I will tell her, Esther, I've got my daughter here for you, and I'm telling her to wait. All right, she has got to wait. Okay, you wait. Okay. No, I mean it. Move back. Okay. All right. That's better. Thank you. Sorry, lots of love. Lots of love coming from this gentleman, all right? Lots of love. And put your best foot forward. All right. And God bless. Well, thank you for working with. Sorry, because he's quite a slow gentleman, my door is going straight because you're in line. You're in line. So my daughter's here for you, not for me, for you. Oh. Sorry. All right. Okay. Thank you. You understand going on around you is damned if you do and damned if you don't. You can't seem to sort things out. Yeah. Okay. She says, well, stop trying. You know what my daughter's like? She's just saying, well, stop trying. Because it'll all work out in the end anyway. She says, you don't have to have control over everything. Sorry, she she says it how it is. Sorry? Gosh. Okay. I can't believe you, Petra. Right. She's saying seriously now. All right. She said, but you and her can't be serious anyway. No. So there's no point. I'm going to leave you with her love, all right? I'm just going to leave you with her love. Yeah, you carry on chatting with her, all right? God bless you and thank you. Thank you. I never thought I'd have that. You did send her, all right. Okay. I know who I have here. And I know with Peter, all right, and I know you've got your brother. All right, and I know it's your brother. He's a bit taller than yourself, isn't he? Yeah. Okay. And I've got. Oh, he's got a sense of humour because he says I've got a bit more hair than you. All right. I don't believe that, but that's what he's saying. He's showing me with darker hair as well, so he's showing me as a younger man. I do believe. Okay. And I also feel with this gentleman who's come here for you. I just feel could you understand he was a little bit odd?
Runs in the family.
He's talking about being an odd bod. You understand? Can you understand that you two were like chalk and cheese?
Yeah.
He's talking about you being good at certain things and him being good at other things, but you weren't good at. That's what he's talking about. Okay. You're right. I've got another gentleman. I know this is your dad. Was your dad? You get your skills with your hands from your dad, please. Okay. And you know that your brother didn't have those skills. Yeah, to a degree. But if things went wrong with him, he's telling me. Right. Okay. So your dad's just stepped in to just help out there. All right. Okay. And somebody's dancing, but I don't know if it's you. You've been dancing at home? Have you been dancing at home? Around the lounge? He does it at mine, dancing. Oh, she's been dancing in my healing room. Oh, gosh. Okay. All right. Well, that's put beautiful energy there. Thank you. Right. Anything else, my lovely? Right. He's here to say to you that you are so much happier now. Okay. And he's also saying to you to not keep looking back on your health. Okay. All right. He's saying just keep moving forward with it now. He talks about some concerns that they're in here. Okay, and he's saying you have to let things drop and just let them go. All right. Have you hurt your knee recently? Somebody's hurt their knee. Is it you, Mandy? Yeah. Yes, that's sore knee. Okay. Healing's coming for you, all right, for that knee. All right. A little bit off balance. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave you with their love, all right, because I know that, and they're putting healing around both of you, all right? There's healing going around both of you. But but they're talking about happy times now. All right. God bless you and thank you for working with me. Can I come to the lady at the back with the glasses on her head, please? I'll work with you. Okay, thank you. I have a gentleman, I do believe it's a gentleman here for you. Family, again. And because I'm looking at you, I'm looking at this gentleman. Okay. Right. I think it's the hair. The hair. Okay, let me just see. I'm just going to check. Are you juggling things at the moment? Yeah, okay, so I know I'm with you. Right, so this gentleman, he's quite a tall gentleman. I want to put him around about the 6 foot mark. Okay, and I also feel that I'm a broad gentleman. I'm quite broad with him. I know I would have lost weight before I passed the spirits. And I know that I was very poorly before I went to spirits. Okay, and I'm looking at your face and you're not sure who I've got. Are you? Okay, who are you? Can you understand this on an uncle link, please? Nope. Okay. Then can I go back a generation to Dad's side of the family, please? Okay. Where is that? Okay. He talks about a scar. I think there must be a scar or there must be something with his teeth. If you don't know who I have, then I don't think you're going to be taking that either. I just got to give you that information. It's either talking about a scar or there's something to do with his teeth, he's showing me. Okay, let's go to the message then if you can't take this gentleman, because there's no point. Take me to your rings. And why are you taking me there? Can you understand that there's either... Can you understand juggling within the family?
We have a lot on,
Yeah, lot on. But I'm being taken to your rings, and I don't know why. So I just have to give... as long as you know why, all right, then that's fine. I'm being taken to your rings, and I can't... it's not for me to work out. But I know that there's a lot of juggling going on, and there's not enough time in the days for yourself. And this gentleman's come in and said to you about patience, all right, for yourself and for others, because I don't know if you shout or somebody's shouting, you understand? And it's like, you need to calm down. You need to calm things down. So even though you're here, there and everywhere, you can, he's talking about you sorting out your workforce, whatever that means, to so it gives you more time for yourself, because then there won't be so much shouting, and there'll be more listening as well. Does that make sense to you? Yeah. Okay. I've just got to leave you with this gentleman's love, but I'm sorry he's not giving me any more. But I know that you'll probably be laying in bed and think, I know who that is. All right. That's usually what happens. So lots of love coming from this gentleman for yourself. And he might not be anybody that you know, but I know he's a family member because I can see the resemblance. All right. God bless you and thank you. Okay, where am I going? Lady at the back, next to Lynda. Yes, can I work with you, please? Hello. Have I worked with you? No, I haven't, have I? Sorry. Just that you said hello again, so I was thinking I'd work with you. Okay. I've got a lady that's drawing close for you. I feel that this lady is a family member. I've got the name of Lily, so I've got to give the name of Lily. It might not be her name, it might be somebody that she knows. All right, but I just give what's in my head. I know with this lady that she may be just taller or shorter, a bit shorter than yourself, this lady. I also know that she has a roundness to her as well. I also know that this lady comes through with a lot of love. And I want to say that there is a spiritual link between you and this lady. So I feel that you're a spiritual lady, and I feel this lady would have been good with the arts of some sort, right? Whether it's drawing, flower arranging, or whatever. But I know that she would have been good with some sort of arts. Okay. Okay, thank you. This lady comes in strong for yourself, okay, because she's talking about things going on around you also, where, okay, you can't use that word. So she would like to get in and sort things out, right? So she's making me feel when she was on the earth plane, she would have sorted things out. She's also... okay, I don't know what you mean by that. Sleep. I don't know, she's talking about sleep, so I don't know if you're not sleeping well or whether you see this lady in your sleep. Okay, in your dreams. She's talking about sleep. Okay, and, okay. Right, you're going to have to do that then, please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Right, I feel my energy's going now, but I also feel that with this lady, I'm feeling that she's about you talking to somebody about something. Does that make sense to you? There's somebody around you need to take under your wing. All right, and I feel anything else, my lovely. Okay, no, I know my energy's going, so I'm not going to try and work anymore. But I'm going to say there's a lot of love coming from this lady to yourself. All right, there's lots of love. Thank you for working me. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Sorry, my energy's just going.
You can always tell a really, really decent medium with a good heart when they sit down and say, was that all right? Let's show her how all right it was. Ladies and gentlemen, Lynda Rose! Well done, doll. Thank you. Thank you for a wonderful, uplifting evening of evidence and contact. And you got my grandmother on point as well, because it was my grandmother as well. So there you go. Yeah, careful. Not a very happy family relationship there on that direction. But what I will say, just on that subject, it's amazing what you learn when you meet in the village hall. See, I can barely remember what I was doing 3 or 4 hours ago, let alone 38 years ago. But it turns out that I can be reminded and be told exactly where I was 38 years ago, at my cousin's wedding. So happy anniversary. But yeah, 38 years today, I was watching this one get married. Scary how quickly time flies when you're having fun. And how short I was at the time as well, let's be honest. I wasn't going to say I'd have only been about knee high to a grasshopper, wouldn't I? So, 38. What's 45 take away 38? So I would have been 7. So, yeah. So there we go. But yeah, so wonderful times and wonderful mediumship. And lovely to see my grandmother, even though she weren't the most popular lady in the family. I never got on badly with her, but then it's because I was short. Yeah, I was young. And I've got to say, there's some wonderful stories about her, including knicker elastic and swearing at people on Remembrance Day. And that's just from my direction. Yeah, oh yeah, and she used to stick my finger in mustard when I bit my fingernails. That's our family. You can I have that in writing, please? She had some good moments. She did, of course she did. Yes, we'll talk about that later, Mother. Thank you very much. But yeah, I mean, I personally thought that the knicker elastic and the Remembrance Day parade were good moments because she was defending me. But there we are. Families are complicated things. Thank you all for being here tonight and supporting this wonderful, wonderful group of people. That is what a church is. It's its people, not the bricks, not the mortar, not the table, not the ornaments, not the curtains, because they tend to flicker when things get a bit excitable. It's people, and I am so grateful for you all being here and supporting our very own Lynda Rose. Well, friends, just a reminder, of course, there is a workshop on Sunday, 11 till 4. If you're interested, give us a shout. Lots of love. Well done, Lynda. Oh, hang on. Wrong glasses. Well done, Lynda Rose, for great proof and truth. Regards, AD from Inglemills. Amazing reading, Jane James. Kiss, 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 Michelle. See, the love is coming in online, and it's there for all of history. You even got a wow emoji. You did. And they're rare. They're rare. So there you go. You got a wow emoji. Well, friends, we are drawing to the end of our evening together, but the social side may continueth, as it always does, with tea and coffee and refreshments in the kitchen. You can obviously bring them out of the kitchen and come back in the hall. But we're going to be having a raffle in a moment as well. And I know everyone's keen to hold on to their established grasp of winning prizes now that Barbara is back. And I know that Barbara is keen to claim back her chocolate from the raffle. She's right. There you go. So I know that we're all looking forward to that. But thank you all again so very much. Thank you to Tony for leading the healing. Thank you all for being here. It is deeply appreciated. If anyone hasn't seen them yet, there are badges where you can fly the flag for sale on the back table. And even there's a few meditation CDs left as well if you're interested. I better get started on volume 2, won't I? Friends, let's all join together and close this evening in prayer. As we say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together, to join under the light and love of friendship and that of the spirit world. As we go out, let us take with us the joy, the love, and the unity that we have found in this place, and tell the world that life is eternal. Here in Littleport and across the globe, that we carry on, take the word of spirit out into the world, and never give an inch. And in times of difficulty and frustration, Great Spirit, we are reminded that we ask you not to move the mountain. Just give us the strength to climb. Until we meet again in your name. Amen. Well, friends, thank you. And once again, one big final Littleport gratitudinous applaudicus for the lovely Lynda with a Y Rose. Only did it twice. And I'm reminded, of course, that it's been a while and he thought he'd got away with it. but I haven't really said, thank you, darling. I haven't really said too much in fun and jest to a very good friend of mine. But didn't he do well figuring out that you can twist the handle to turn it round easier? So well done for the pan and zoom, Barry. Well done for the pan and zoom. Well, we're going to say goodnight to you all online now, because I'm sure you're not that interested in sitting watching people pluck tickets out. The good news is last week's raffle tickets were removed before the new ones were put in this week. So if you have saved your tickets from last week, you're not going to win anything on them. Apologies, that was my kafunga boo-boo. I've got to admit, I actually think I did that 2 weeks in a row. So I think there was 3 weeks worth of tickets in there last week. But there's only 1 week this week, so the raffle will take, 5 or 10 minutes rather than 6 years. Pardon? No, that's what I was just saying. We're gonna let them go because they ain't gonna want to see us pulling prizes. Pardon? I didn't forget because I just said it. I know. That's all right. I'll get some subtitles. Actually, there's probably a way of doing that. We'll have to work on that. No, I'm serious, actually. I am. That's probably the worrying part. But we are, of course, going to say goodnight to everyone online. So thank you all so much for joining us. But from everyone here to everyone there, it's good night and God bless you all. We're going to give you some music now while we go and win some prizes. And what do points make? Prizes. Good night and God bless.